Today I am going to be brewing 1,000 potions in Hive Bedwars. Now, I have 3 goals with this plan. Goal 1 is to brew 1,000 potions. Now, goal 2 is to find out what are the best potions and how to use them. Now, goal number 3 is to complete the challenge chugger. Drink 100 potions. Now, for this plan to work, I couldn't just pick solos, my main game mode. I would need a new game mode to play. Now, that's where Megas comes in, because Megas has 6 generators, and that means 6 times the diamond productions with a maxed out generator. And we would need plenty of diamonds. Now, for potions, we need 6 diamonds for the potion table and even more diamonds for the actual potions. Now, with this, we need a maxed out generator. This will be able to generate all of our potions that we need. And in order to complete the challenge, we would need to drink 100 of these potions. So that's what we're going to be focusing on first, getting 100 drinkable potions. I'm going to return back with these items to upgrade my generators. Now all I need is emeralds, and I'll be able to produce infinite diamonds to get potions. Now I'm gonna get some armor just so I can be extra protected while going to middle. Now since I have all the emeralds, I can return back to my base to max out the generator. If I don't have a maxed out generator, I need to rely on the diamond generators around me to be able to get enough diamonds, and that will simply not be enough. So it's important to get all of the maxed out generators so we can produce 6 times the diamonds. Now I have the potion table. I'm gonna be trying out Cryofreeze first. Now Cryofreeze is one of the more underrated potions, but it can still be very useful in combat, since once you drink it, you become invincible to everything. This can be used to negate damage from Odin's spears, fireballs, or wind charges. Now, I'm going to be using these to defeat my enemies on red team. Now, I'm going to get a few more potions, such as the regeneration potion, to be able to regen enough HP to withstand any attacks my opponents have. Now, most of them have diamond armor, but with enough potions, I feel like that we can take them. Now, this guy, it will be here, but we can use their potions even if they're better than me. I can use my potion to negate all damage. Now, this guy has an iron sword, so I need to just be careful and wait for my teammates to help. Now, my teammates are pushing them back, but I can't heal up almost to full and use my last regeneration potion to heal up all 10 of my hearts. Now, there is a player here, but even if they pick off one of us, I can just regen my health and they stand no chance. Alright, let me get some backup. There we go, and he will be running away. Now there's nothing he can do, and we can get all the resources. But we only tried 2 of the 4 drinkable potions, so I definitely need to buy some more. Now next, we're gonna go for speed, which in my opinion is the best potion. But there is also splash potions, which I'm going to test out, which is the poison potion. Now, this might be the best potion, but speed is still pretty good because you can get permanent almost speed 2, which give you about 30 seconds of speed, which is going to be very overpowered. Now, with the speed, I'm able to grab all 5 of the emeralds, and I can return to my base to buy a super important upgrade, which is Strike It Lucky. Now this will give us emeralds on our generator, which will be able to make diamond armor and some other useful items. Now we are very rich and we just won, which usually is really good, but I didn't even get to finish any of my potions. But how many potions did I get? Potions, we can see that we only have used 10 out of the 1,000 that we need. So we're gonna have to be grinding a lot of potions. Now in these next games, I'm going to be focusing my whole entire priority on getting potions. Now it's important to just be able to upgrade the generator as fast as I can. Now my plan is to wait until I can get all of these generators open so I can eventually rush and finish upgrading the generators. Now that I can buy some blocks, I'm able to get the rest of the diamonds. Now I'm gonna go from this way just to go away from where everyone else is going. Now we can grab the diamonds and we can upgrade the generator. Now I'm gonna buy some iron armor, a fireball, some blocks just in case, and now we have a maxed out generator. And we have Strike Lucky just to get some extra emeralds. We can focus on potions. Now I have only used 3 of the drinkable potions, but now it's time to use some antidote. But the good thing about antidote is that it is very cheap. It's only cost 2 diamonds to get 1 potion. So it could be a very fast way to get enough potions. But the only thing that antidote does is heal you from negative effects. And most of the time, people are not going to be using negative effects. So you probably will not usually need to use antidote. But then we won again, which is usually good, but in this challenge where we need to purposely spend time on buying potions, this isn't going to be good. We're running out of games and we only got 15 potions. This could be the end. But I think I have an idea. I'm going to be playing until we complete this challenge, which then I will be able to move on to the next type of potions. So let's begin. Now for the next few games, it's just going to be the same. Picking the same map, buying the same potions, and eventually doing the same strategy. This now feels like a goal. It's not just a challenge, but it's gonna prove to me that I can buy and use all of these potions. But eventually, after buying enough antidote, I will be done with this challenge. And after buying 2 stacks, we can be almost closer to getting the chugger achievement. Now we are going to continue. Now we're 25% of the way to completing the challenge, but nowhere close to getting the 1,000 potions. This is going to take a while, but I think we can get it. If we just drink enough potions, we should be able to do it. And from these, I try to have a diversity, but since it takes so long to break through the Cryofreeze, and I end up buying stacks of just antidote potions. But eventually we have enough where getting the 100 potions that we need seems easy, and we just did it. We have completed the chugger advancement. Now we can finally use some of these potions to take down these enemies. Now there is a lot of people here, but we do have antidote in case they have extra potions, and since they have not full diamond armor, we still can do decent amount of damage, even if there's an outnumbered fight. Now, if I had Cryofreeze, I would have used it here, but we can do a lot of damage all by ourselves. Now we're just going to continue shredding their health and stalling out their wings. Now since they have wings, they can just jump around and be pretty annoying, but we are still able to hold our own against the wing users. But they're going to continue, and we can try using our bow, which does a little bit more damage than the sword because they do not have full armor. I'm gonna try to use my bow, but it seems like they are using no negative potions, so looks like antidote is not gonna be one of the best potions. Now they can just run away, but we can still chase them enough, and we did it. We completed the chugger advancement, which means we have 508 potions used, which is around halfway. But for the halfway point, I'm going to be playing a mode that I haven't played since I stopped using blocks. But that's Manure. Last time I played this map, I didn't use a single block. But now, I'm going to be using blocks to my advantage and to get potions. But now I can upgrade my generator, I can continue buying potions, and I should be able to get some potions soon. And for this, I'm going to be getting these potions, orb potions. Now these affect the other players, the opponents. Now with the darkness potion, this could catch people completely off guard, like this player right here. Now we can instantly come and get them. They don't know what's happening. It's an easy win, and we can kill them. Now I'm gonna try to splash this person. They have darkness, so they don't know when they're gonna be attacked or when their teammate's gonna come. But overall, it's not the best potion in the world. There's definitely more useful potions that I could buy. But with the Strike It Lucky upgrade, I should be able to get some emeralds and some diamond armor. Now I can spend all of my diamonds on potions. But using these potions taught me that these potions that I've been avoiding can actually be useful, especially these splash potions and some specific drinking potions like speed and regeneration. But I'm going to be trying nausea, poison, and mining fatigue potions. Now these are the most expensive potions in the game, but that's there for a reason, because they are really, really good. I can take on both of these guys at once just by using these potions. Now using the poison potion, I can leave them on half HP by only touching them 2 times. Now I'm gonna PvP both of them and leave them super low, and I'm gonna poison this player, which while they're running, they're gonna be damaged, which means I'm getting hits on when they're very far away from me. But I can still break their bed. Now with the mining fatigue, they can't mine any blocks, which means I'm free to just hit them as much as I can. But from these battles, I can say that nausea and mining fatigue aren't as good as poison. They still can be used, but poison is just way better. But now I can finally just win the game against these last few players. And since I have a bunch of time to get potions, I'm sort of close to my goal of 1,000 potions. In just a few days, I was able to get over 1,000 potions. Now, I just started at 1 potion, but now I can make it all the way to 1,000. And throughout this, I've been taught that potions are actually one of the best items in the game, and they should be used more, in my opinion. But after doing this, we are one step closer in 100%ing Bedwars Season 3. And I hope you enjoyed, and if you want to subscribe, feel free to subscribe, like, and watch other videos.